Yo, welcome guys, we're back for another review. We're with Silver-24. His question was, can you check my monsters and tell me what I should use for TOA and arena defense? I got some new monsters and I want some help with runes. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what you got new. Okay, you got a wind Rakshasa new. I think you also got a water vampire new. Oh, you got a Chloe and a Period. Oh my god, you got some good new units then. Nice, man. Okay. Let's see what we use for TOA, and then I'll tell you what I think is good to use. Units that are pretty good for TOA are Cases, Amon, Darian. Obviously Megan could be useful there. Shannon is a pretty good TOA monster. The Fire Period, the App Complete is pretty good. Overall, those are pretty good units. Also, the Water Garuda Konamiya is pretty damn awesome for TOA. You are actually gonna need him later on. So let's check something out. What we should do, right? I think you need to focus on a specific team, and I think I'm gonna give you that specific team in this video. What I think you should focus on. Since you got a Chloe, definitely what is going to be one of your focusing units. You want to run him with Swift Energy. 2 is going to be Speed, 4 is going to be HP percent, and 6 is going to be HP percent. You also have a Fire Period, and I see you run him with Despair, and that's good. So I would go Despair Focus. So 2 and 6 are going to be Focus if you can with attack percent. And then I think this unit is good. So these two, I will use them together. I think using Bernard would be a great unit to add to the team, because he gives you that speed buff, Tailwind, and he gives Body Slam, which is really good. You want to rune him with Swift Speed, and indeed a Speed rune on 2. 4 is going to be HP percent, 6 is going to be accuracy. So Swift Focus is the best for him. So we have Chloe, Fire Period, Bernard. Like now you can add quite a lot of things to that, but a Cases could be good for survival. Yeah, this is fine. I would actually make this an I would go for HP percent, because you kind of want to make him live, and his accuracy, you want to get that in substats. I would add like your Julian to the mix, but then I would maybe decide to go with Despair, with a Despair set on him, because then he has more chance of stunning. Despair Blade. Amon is also a really good addition to whatever team, because he provides you with consistent heals as soon as he has 100% crit. So that's something you might want to work on. Also Darian is really good, because he provides you with damage mitigation. So you got some pretty good monsters, you got a pretty good team. I would go with Chloe, Period with Despair, and Bernard, and then a Julian with Despair, and then I think I would go with Amon for the heals. Because if you have 2 Despair units, you have a pretty decent amount of control in your team. And having Chloe for immunity is really good, and then Amon to heal up. I think that works really well. Obviously you could try some other, like you could even add Shannon to the mix, then leave Amon out, make him a Despair unit as well, as you have him. Because I would make this an HP rune, by the way. Because then you have a lot of control, and for TOA that's really good. For arena defense, I would just put in the best monsters you have right now. Like later on, it's gonna be Chloe, Wind Period, also the Fire Period, probably Julian, and then a Speed Leader that you do not have right now. So I would go with Bernard, because Bernard is gonna be decked out with speed. It's gonna be your fastest units, if not Chloe. I would do that then. Something like that should be your defense. Like, you're basically gonna put in your best monsters right now that has some synergy. So right now I would probably do Megan, Acasis, Damon and Julian, something like that. I would put in defense right now. But later on you definitely want to have that Chloe and Fire period there. I don't know if I actually covered all the bases right now, but I think I did. So definitely make a focus on these two. And I think adding Bernard to the team is really good. Then you get some good monsters, and then you have some mixes between Darian, Amon, Acasis, and your Julian and Megan. Those units are all fit pretty well, or Shannon, into that team. But your main team is probably going to be Chloe plus Period and the Griffin. The Griffin is also replaceable if you don't need the speed. So you can, I think that's a good. Those are good to add to the team, add to the 5 stars to get you further in TOA and such. Just make sure that you just do TOA till a certain stage, and then when you got there, leave it be, because you're not in the end game yet, so you won't be able to clear the tower. You want to focus on like giants as well. Okay, also those units that I told you that are good for giants as well. Like, real quick, no, you didn't ask this, but fuck it. Chloe plus Bernard plus Shannon is pretty already having everything you need for the team, and then you just add something for DPS, like a dot team. A case is probably gonna be a good one, and then you need a guy that can dot. Maybe this Winter Chassa, I think she has dots. Yeah, she could she could do dots if she has high crit. So something like that, right? Okay, this is your review, and I'll be right back with the next review. Okay, we're back with ElMataSano. He had the following question: what monster should I focus on arena for arena offense and defense? And I don't have any 6-star. I want to know which would be the better option for my first 6-star. So yeah, okay, let's check it out. Let's check your team out. What you have? Izara, it's pretty cool. You got both fusion monsters. If you get them both from fusion, you did some you did some good work. You got some good units, that's for sure. So for arena offense and defense, I think what you want to do is just decide on what is going to be your offense team and use that as defense for now, and then later on decide what your defense team is going to be and use that. But that's later on. So let me see what you have in total. You got some good units overall, so you know what you're doing. That's good to see. You got 2 Skydances. One is the fire one, and I think the water one is actually pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. Recovers the ally with a mystery dance and extends the time of benefits. Okay, short time. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. The water Skydance is pretty good. So let's make a team, right? We want to make a team. We have a speed leader, Izara, so I definitely use her. I notice you have the Water Phoenix. I think this is a pretty damn good unit. He does a lot of damage. I would suggest you to get a bit more crit to make him more reliable. I know you probably use him in conjunction with the Seek, so you will get more crit, so that's good, but still I would try to make that work a little bit better. You could do a few things in arena. You could make Izara lead, then take Bernard as your speed unit to make sure that you attack first, and then go with Neil and, for example, your Valkyrie. But then you don't really have an attack buff or anything, so your damage will be decent but not insane. That's a possibility, but I do not like the combination of Neil and the Valkyrie that much. I prefer having a Chloe over that, but yeah, not everyone has that. So what I maybe would do is Izara, Sieg, your Phoenix, and Bernard, because then you have the speed lead. You got the buff from Sieg, so your Phoenix will do a lot of damage. Also, your leader will do a decent amount of damage, and Sieg will do a decent amount of damage. So I think that's pretty good. Besides, this unit does inflict damage and decrease the attack power, so they're probably not going to attack you that hard back, and that's something I would personally like to see. Obviously you have more options here, but if I would say what to 6-star first, I would go for your Water Phoenix, because the Water Phoenix is not only decent in Arena, he's also really good in Trail of Ascension or Tower of Ascension. He's also good in any other PvE situation, like for Giants or anything. So I would make him your first 6-star. I think he's worth being your first 6-star, and this will help you the most. You have to kind of think what you want to make on defense or offense, because you have a lot of options, and I cannot go over them, because then this video will be 40 minutes long, going over all the different setups you can do. What I would personally do is make this unit your first 6-star, and then make a team around the Phoenix. So I think you need the speed leader for sure. You might not need the Sieg for the boss, but you do. Like, you could even run Izara, Phoenix, Bernard, and Valkyria without Neil. Why? Because Izara and the Phoenix, so your speed leader will make sure that Bernard goes first. Then what you have to make sure is that that's just gonna be a bit tricky, but you have to make sure that your Phoenix is faster than your Valkyrie, which is pretty hard to do because your Valkyrie has a high amount of speed. She will even get more, so that's pretty hard to do. But what I could see is that the Phoenix does his Icy Volcano, and then you could pick one off with your Valkyria with Soul Reaper, and the next thing you could do is Sword of Discharge while she's immune, so that could be really good. But then your Phoenix has to be faster, and that's gonna be a challenge to say the least. So yeah, you have to think about that, and what I would just do is prioritize a team that you want to make. I would suggest making this your first 6-star, and then prioritize that team. You're gonna put that on defense as well, and later on you will switch to a real defense team that you're gonna focus on. Your defense team is probably gonna look something like Darien and Belladon and Amon together with a speed leader. That's usual, a pretty decent defense, but you have a lot of options. So yeah, definitely keep up the good work with the monsters and runes and all that. You're doing a good job. And I personally would go for your Phoenix in Arena, your Bernard in Arena, Izara in Arena, and then add basically anything you need. Maybe Julian is a good, maybe that's actually better. Like Izara, Bernard, Julian, and Phoenix. You have two big AoEers. Julian has some good control, and your Phoenix, like those two together, probably finish off a lot of teams. So yeah, this was your review, man. I hope I got everything covered. You probably worked hard for getting those Phoenix and Valkyria, and I suggest you to get the Phoenix up to 6-star. Really awesome unit. Okay, I'll be right back with the next review. Okay, we're back with Suggan. His question is, I need help with 2H stage 40. That's the stage with the 2 oracles and the 2 imps. And he doesn't know how to beat it. The second question is, I got Darien and Belladon. I'm not sure which runes I should use. Got Violent on Darien, but they are not that good, and I'm working on it. And he had another question, Lost. I'm not sure what monster I should 6-star. Maybe a Cases or Lure. I think you already decided to what to 6-star. Yeah, it was a Cases. That's a good choice. I noticed that the first time I tried to film this, but that something went wrong. But that's a good option. Yeah, you choose the right unit in my eyes. You have some good units, man. I'll check your runes out on Belladon. I think Swift is the best set you could do, but I would make this a speed rune. And then make this an HP percent rune. And you might want to make this an HP percent rune as well. I know accuracy is pretty good for him as well, but I found out that Siege and Scratch hit a lot of the time even without having that much accuracy. Like obviously on substats you try to get accuracy, but I think having the focus set and some of the actually substats will be enough. So I would make this a speed rune, this HP percent and this HP percent. Now for Darien we got the violence energy, that's pretty good. You got some okay runes, I mean they're not bad or anything. I would make this an HP percent rune. You might want to switch out energy for focus, but I think right now energy is pretty good for Darien, don't get me wrong, but he does need a bit more accuracy. 53% is good enough, but I would prefer to have a HP percent rune here. So you might want to switch these two to focus. But I see you have 20% attack on this one. I mean it's not needed for Darien, but it's pretty damn good. Well, you already did your cases as 6-star, so I don't have to talk about that. You get the spare set on him, that's pretty good. I would suggest making this an HP percent rune and making this an HP percent rune, because it's a supportive unit and I think you should treat it like one. So I would not get an attack percent rune on him. I think it's a waste of a rune. You could maybe use that better on another unit. But yeah, about the floor 40, I will switch over to my main account and do the stage, and I'll try to talk about what kind of stuff you need for the boss, but it's gonna be pretty hard because I think you have the right amount of monsters. It's probably gonna be something like a Casus, a War, Phantom Thief, because if you have the Phantom Thief you should rune him for maybe you should rune him for Despair, because then he could be really good in Tail of Ascension for controlling the enemy. So let's see, Lure, Casus, War, maybe Belladon and Darien to save some of the damage. Yeah, I mean Belladon, maybe this is a good setup for that. Darien, Belladon, a Casus, War, and maybe Lure or maybe Joker. Not sure what is. I think Joker will be decent. I'm not sure if you're gonna survive with that. Like, I'll show you what I done or what I think you should do, but it's gonna be tough anyways. It's pretty hard for me to help you in that regards, because it's just like it depends so much on which units you have. But I'll check it out how I will do it, and you gotta keep in count. I got other units. I got them different rooms, and maybe I'm a lot farther already, so yeah, I probably don't have any problems with it, but I'll do it anyways. So be right back. So we're here for Suggan. Let me see what I should use on this boss fight. I mean, yeah, it's a bit unfair obviously, because I'm not gonna do the exact same as he did. I would put a speed leader in to make sure that you speed them. I would put some, well, you got a single target damage dealer, so we got this then, I guess. Belladon and Darien for mitigation, I guess. It's a bit hard for me to do this for you. Like, I'll try it like this. I don't know what I'm exactly, but I think this, like, my Jameer represents my I'll just play this out, but my Jameer presents your speed leader, Living Armor presents a Wa, and then Belladon there you have. I think you also have a Shannon, and you are going to be probably more controllers. You're going to be having those despair sets, and I don't have that control team, so I can't really see, but I'm going to show you how I've done it. I don't even know if I've done it like this, but I mean how you could do it. And I don't know if you have problems with this stage, but I think if you have Beldon and Darien in your setup, you should not have that much problems. Let's sure, like for example, this stage might not be good if you have a Shannon, because she will die rather easily if you only have her as your defense, or as your wind unit, sorry. So let's see, just clear this quickly and show you what I think. Okay, what I think you need to do is control the imp, both imps. So I would do, I don't have any, well, this unit could have done that, and then control the light imp. That's the most important, and then focus on the wind unit, because that's Awa's strongest against that. You will get decreasing her attack, her attack gauge, and that will help. And as long as this imp is stunned, it's good. And you have like 3 guys that's stunned, so that's pretty good. So currently I can't get him stunned, but that's like, I don't take damage from this guys, but you want to get this imp stunned so he doesn't do his crazy ass attack. And then you just, when you got the wind one down, you want to start focusing on this one. And if you have a defense break or an attack break, use that. Try to make sure that this imp is stunned. Try to have both attack gauge bars low. You got a lure and you got a Hawa, so you should be able to do that with stuns of lure. And no, this is not representative at all. They won't help you much, but try to make sure that you stun the enemy, the light imp, and control the attack gauge bars of the 2 Orc girls. So, and then you should be able to finish them off. But maybe you have to just work on your runes. Your cases will help you survive, so that's something you will help you when he's max level. Okay, this was your review, man. I hope I helped you with that TOA, because it's pretty hard to show that, because it's different for everyone, and you can do it in different ways, but it's all about your runes. TOA, it's all about the runes and the team setup. I think you have the team setup, maybe not the runes. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, we're back with another review, this time of XANDER1212. His question was, just want to know what should I 6-star next and what monsters I need to get better for dungeons. So let's check what he has. Ooh, pretty cool units. Let's see if we have a hidden gem in the back or anything. No, okay, we have the main units at the main page here. So what should you 6-star next? I think it's gonna be the Dead Knight, to be honest, because I don't see any other unit that I would possibly 6-star now. You could do Clara, but you kinda need support more than anything. Well, because I mean, yes, they're supportive, I know that, but it's not like they're this is gonna help you on your defense quite a bit. So I think the Wind Dead Knight, really, or Clara, that is an option as well, but I would personally go for this. Let me check your runes real quick. Pretty cool. Wait, what's this? HP? Okay, nice, man. I'm not 100% sure why Rage Focus, but I'm guessing that's because of your runes. You just had no other runes. That's what I'm guessing. Because otherwise it's not the best setup. Ooh, this unit might be really tempting. Like, this unit is pretty good. I want to get this unit as well to use him. I want to use this guy. He's pretty strong. Increase the attack speed by figuring the attack speed increase as the HP decreases. So this unit just got faster and faster the less life he has, and he's doing crazy good damage. Damage is increased according to attack speed, so that's really good. What units you should focus on for dungeons? I can tell you that right now. This unit, your Griffin, you need to get him awakened, and you need to get his skills up, because this unit is going to help you quite a lot. Also, you want to get a lot more accuracy. I mean, I'm agreeing on how you ruined him for now, but like this needs to be HP percent and this needs to be accuracy percent, and that will help you quite a bit. Any else? I think this unit will do. And further, you don't really have that many units that you can level right now. So I would definitely make your Bernard, add to the team, and your Bryant, and I think those will help quite a bit. Because Bernard, Bryant, Darian, and Amon, and Clara, for example, or Shannon maybe, that's actually a pretty decent dungeon team already. So yeah, I would get these two up to your level. And I would start making this Bryant a 6-star. Brian. Okay man, that was your review. Nothing much to add, you're doing a great job, got some cool units. And I'll be right back with the next review.